matches live on BGMI. Say BGMI live football. കുട്ടേട്ടൻ കുട്ടേട്ട കുട്ടേട്ട കമന്റേഷ് കുമാർ.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Things have got underway here. Here's a chance! That comes as a mighty relief.
Ronaldo.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Kane is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Shapes the shoot! Glorious! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Kane. He's having a shot! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Kuttu.
That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Camavinga. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. David Villa will not want to lose out. Tries a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
ആകാശത്തന്നനം.
And we have our very first corner. David Villa! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Decent chance! He's got a goal! And they're back in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Knocks it into space. And he can clear it away. Nicely weighted ball. Thinks Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, Wiggs. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! A
David Beckham.
quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're back on the ball again. Great vision.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cannavaro. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get it through? Elects to cross. And he shoots! It's hit the upright. And this is Beckham. Has another go! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now the difference is 3. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Really well taken goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to...
And a shot! They've scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific.
മനസ്സിന്റെ വഴിയൊക്കെ കുട്ടൻ കളിക്കട്ടെ. കുട്ടൻ റെഡി കൊടുക്കാം. இந்த காதல் நிலா. ഫസ്റ്റ് മാച്ച് തന്നെ തോറ്റുപോയി. കുട്ടൻ നെറ്റ് ഓഫ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് ലൈക്ക്, ഷെയർ, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ്. മനസ്സിന്റെ വഴിവെക്കുന്നു എന്നാലും മണ്ണടിച്ച പ്ലെയറാണ്. പുഞ്ചിരിക്കും കുളിരും തുടിതുടിക്കും സ്റ്റൈല് കലകലക്കും സ്റ്റൈല്. കാണാനിപ്പം
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's lofted through here. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple.
Shot at goal! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a brilliant interception. Schneider. Now who's going to be first to this? That's a cute ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! Hits off target and by quite a way. Beckenbauer. And it's Schneider. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Kubo, and this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! And one more try! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
Schneider! Oh, taken with style! back to within one. Interesting. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, cracking ball. And he's straight offside. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Denilson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Rafinha. Oh, good-looking ball. And Del Piero! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's in a good position here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rafinha. Kubo. Davids to Denilson. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Goes looking wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Beckham. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And now the breakaway. And he's picked out the run. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Denied by an instinctive save.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Great vision. And that has been cut short. Looking for the run. And a chance! Oh, yes! It's there! And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity.
Not a Uniman. നേരത്തെ കളി ജയിക്കണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അത്യാവശ്യം തന്നെ കളിക്കാരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
ആർസാം ഖാനാണല്ലോ.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, it's going to be interesting to see what role Kubu's been given here. While he can play across the front line, we know, I'd like to see him get free rein on that right-hand side and just thrive in the space.
Yeah, I can see that. He is quite a phenomenon, isn't he? Born in Japan, schooled in Catalonia.
Yeah, and he's got that great pace that allows him to go past fullbacks, and there's a real directness to his game too.
Just a terrific talent by any measurement. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Costa Curta with the clearance. Now it's Donadoni. Beckham. It's a good run down the right. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Donadoni gets into a good position. Donadoni! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Played into space. Danielson. And the finish! It's a loose ball. And that has been clubbed away. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Villa. Cristiano Ronaldo. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. and reclaimed it in a trice. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Now it's Donatoni. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer cuts it out. And he's managed to get rid. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chiellini is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and it's Beckham. Donatoni. Neymar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zanetti is onto this. Zanetti has it out wide and in space.
Offside.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Goes for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Beckham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes looking wide. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, easy pickings there. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It'll be a throw-in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Schneider considers his options. And this, an opportunity to pull level. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was.
Shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Del Piero.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And Del Piero! And it's in!
Two
There
more.
seemed no way back, but they are level. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Del Piero. He shifted it to the flank. Played back in. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Looking to play him in. Showing great feet there. Olise.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pass somewhat off target. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, can they get him away? Goes long and straight. Well timed, excellent interception. Searching pass he's played there. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaint.
പിടിച്ചു നിർത്തുക നമ്മള്. ബാമ്പേഴ്സ് നടക്കട്ടെ, ബാമ്പേഴ്സ് നടക്കട്ടെ. പതിനെട്ട് തന്നെ. ഓ, കട്ട ടീം വന്നു. Welcome back. I was streaming, guys.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tough...
Decent chance! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There is the breakthrough! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's Van Basten! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Tries from distance. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very...
Van Basten!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now that's well seen too. And this is Messi. Now it's Bale. He's got away. That is lovely. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now and Messi! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And claimed it back swiftly. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Serginho. And this is Rooney. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Rooney. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Serginho. That's a sharp pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard gets it away. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rooney. Denilson. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Tries from a long way out.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Played into space. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Passing is crisp and sharp. "60 minutes played. And this is Neymar. Neymar, he's through, now is he in? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Messi receives it in a wide position. That's a decent clearance. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to add to his goal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Beckham. That looks a good ball through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Bale. And here's Van Basten. Good effort from distance, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He should have put that one away.
Beckham has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's their second corner of the game. And they've got rid.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly...
Schneider! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rooney is herring after that one. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's bustling through here. Neymar. Has a look and place it forward. And it's Van Basten. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Schneider. Played back in. It's Schneider! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Schneider deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicely weighted ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. That could spell trouble. Real chance! And it's in! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you
And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this.
Cristiano. നോക്കാം.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Referee has just said play on. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here. That's going to go a long way. United Arab Emirates have it back and can go again. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, no joy this time. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. United Arab Emirates are looking to break at pace. They're urging him to shoot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Great vision. Foot in. And it's Beckham. Spread it left.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's onside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way through. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Torres. And Torres! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
United Arab Emirates are in front now. The game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a simple one for the keeper. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Brilliantly cut out. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's a good ball out wide. And he's straight offside.
ഒരു ഗോളടി.
Beckenbauer. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Basten. Shot a goal! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement, Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
United Arab Emirates with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Danielson does really well there. He is strong. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Spread neatly. And here's Beckham. And he's cut it out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Batistuta. No, it's come to nothing. And he's heaved it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. The final 5 minutes. And this is Beckham. And a shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
That has ended up in no man's land.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's been shifted off it. And no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings it to a close. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts.
ചുമ്മാ നോക്കാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഏതൊരു നോക്കിയിട്ടില്ല. ഇത് സംഭവം കൊടുക്കണം. ഫസ്റ്റ് പരീക്ഷണമാണ്, എന്താണെന്നറിയില്ല, നോക്കാം.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, and he's managed to get free. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the...
Van Basten! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
Neymar. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Osimhen. Takes a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Osimhen clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And it's Beckham. Valverde is one of those players who's known for reading the game better. Decent chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
So we're still where we started right now. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, this could be a chance.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's intervened well there. David Villa is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neymar gets into some space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a really well-measured ball. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. And Messi! Oh, off the bar! That's a decent clearance. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Goes looking wide. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Strong running down that left flank. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. They get a throw in. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Chooses to go crossfield. Baresi getting this one clear. And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Neymar. Now there's a roll! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, what a mistake! Well read, nice interception. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's no flag! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Osimhen, Messi, and this is Messi. There's the shot! He has done it! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have our breakthrough.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And they're quick to get it back. Can he get it through? Picked out brilliant, and he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Once.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Van Basten. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.